What's next, huh? We're just gonna wait around till someone kills us, or are we gonna wait until this fucker gets turned again? Bite me.
What's up, YouTube? This is Design,
And Ace.
and we're here to bring you some Rockstar GTA 6 discussion points. Ace, you want to get us kicked off?
Grand Theft Auto 6, highly anticipated game. I personally can't express my enthusiasm for looking forward to this game.
Yeah, I have to agree, man. There's so much hype out there that any type of news that we get, there's videos flooding YouTube about this game.
Yeah, it's really cool, the prospect of this game coming out, and it's in Florida. I don't think I've never been to Florida. How about you? You ever been to Florida?
I've been through Miami at kind of at a glance during my military stint at Pensacola, Florida. I took a shot, drove down there, but it was a day trip, so I can't say I know anything about it. But I'm about to visit it now in this game.
Mm-hmm. I know that's where all the funny YouTube videos come from, of clips doing ridiculous things, like the Florida Man joke. That's always a running joke. Everybody knows about Florida Man running around, wrestling alligators. I think they even showed him he was a man with a diaper in the trailer, I think.
Oh man, yeah, I remember that clip, and I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't actually put the one and two together. But yeah, that's correct. That's Florida Man.
And then of course his wife with the double hammers. I mean, someone has to rein in Florida Man.
Somebody has to rein him in. Yeah. But I'm curious. What are you most excited for in this game, or should I say, what would you like to see in this game the most?
That's a tough one. I think I would like to see a little bit more of the replayability that GTA Online offered, but with a little bit more depth.
Well, okay, with the acquisition of 5M, I mean, they bought 5M for 20 million, right? So maybe the campaign may not have replayability, but for those role players out there, this could be lucrative because it seems like it may be embedded in the game, and maybe you just go out and get a ping perfect server and host your own. But with it being directly connected to Rockstar, it could have some support as well as constant updates.
Right, which is also super exciting as well, just because it's all user-driven content. So really, if you're into Grand Theft Auto, you're going to be staying around, checking out the fun stuff that other people are creating, and eventually diving in yourself. And I like creating crazy things, so I'm excited to see what the tools are like and what exactly we can do with it.
Whoa! Hey! It's called a fucking loose end, all right? And if we're gonna be men of peace and tranquility, we tie up loose ends.
Right. I mean, speaking of kind of creating, I mean, Rockstar has a number of new patents that they've registered around character generation, 3D modeling, and for all you viewers out there that kind of want to see some more in depth about that, I'll put a link below to Noxi's video, who kind of covered it in really good detail. So check that out because it's kind of something worth looking at.
Definitely, that seems like alluding or trying to get us to start thinking about how in-depth the character creator or customization is going to be in the game.
Right. Yep. And that video does cover that and how they're going to handle the modeling and with names and what it's going to be behind the scenes. So yeah, I'm excited about that too. I think they had a decent character creator given the content and how they had to put you in the scene. But if they're taking it to the next level, I can't imagine what that would be like.
I know, right? Because the customization you could do at 5M, I always thought was really good. But the UI just always killed it for me for customization. It was just so clunky and hard to navigate through. And eventually just went with, all right, random until you found something that looked presentable, and this is it. Yeah,
I agree. I mean, they already have the vehicle physics, some of the best vehicle physics out there. So I think that, we don't really have to go into depth in that. No one's really talking about that because that's not a fear that they'll digress from that quality. So
yeah, I hope they increase the impact of crashes.
Right.
Maybe seeing more crumpling of vehicles, maybe getting more visible destruction before cars just explode.
Right.
That would be really cool.
Right. Not necessarily a percentage of how it looks. I mean, I think they did a good job in the previous one where they kind of focused if you hit the front right bumper. The front right bumper was the only thing really destroyed. So I think that you know that's probably going to be a pretty well.
Yeah, which would be really awesome. Florida. I imagine the weather. They're probably gonna have some really good weather mechanics going on in the game. Dynamic weather showing up, maybe even some what are they called? Right, hurricanes. That's what the word I'm looking for. Hurricanes. So the city could go absolutely crazy.
Good point.
And I heard online that possibility buildings will be destroyed from the hurricane, which would be really cool to temporarily see buildings. Yeah. Maybe there'll be some sort of quest where you can possibly save them or do anything to help with the hurricane. Maybe see some disaster efforts in the city itself. It'd be really cool to see the city become more alive in the sense of things affecting the city and the city responding. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, maybe some debris in the street, not just the destruction of the vehicles, turn down poles or whatever. Wow. I hadn't considered that. Wow, that'd be awesome.
Or maybe new behavior from NPCs where, a farmhouse that started flooding. I wonder if it's going to go as far as flooding areas of low ground map, because I know that flooding's a thing in Florida, right?
Right.
Heavy rainfall and hurricanes and all that, typhoons.
Right. And if they have kind of, if they have the servers for 5M, maybe they're all kind of affected the same way. Maybe we could see some crossover damage. Nah, I mean, I guess that doesn't make any sense because they're independent, but maybe the timing of the days are the same. I don't know. Something would be kind of cool to unify that, but
very funny. You're a real asshole. What did you just fucking say to me?
Stop it! You two, you're ruining my fucking yoga!
Yeah, it'd be cool to also see with the user-driven content how much control we'll have over those city-wide kind of things. Like not just police, but now can we control the weather?
Yeah, I know.
Really cool to see.
I know. And I think with the having your own server also could, especially if it's a ping perfect, so you probably could reduce hackers and things like that, maybe more control and things like that.
At the very least, you'd have the control to be able to ban them, right?
Right, because that was the biggest problem with the online of GTA 5 is that, after a while, it was too painful to go into it at any point.
Right. I remember a certain occasion where myself and you were teleported and locked in a cage.
Right.
And just couldn't get out of it.
No, we could. Yep.
But you have to remember there were good ones and bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
The bad ones are usually just further along, getting further into boredom. But there were the good ones that rained money on us.
That was nice. The money raining was nice. Okay, yes, I agree with that. That was really nice.
That's good times. And then, did you ever play Grand Theft Auto Vice City? Because that was the last time we were in Florida.
Yeah, I played Vice City, and it's nice and nostalgic to see people who have videos up, especially people like Barry Bugs who kind of re-uploaded that into their 5M server and they replayed the roleplay in Vice City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was really cool that they kind of brought that back into their server. I think I only did maybe a couple videos in Vice City, but I thought that was really cool. So it kind of reminded me, I don't remember the layout and how much detail it was, but with GTA 5, they did a great job of kind of covering a lot of Southern California, but there weren't too many landmarks used in conjunction. What I'm noticing in these GTA 6 videos is, building to building next to each other, the whole area is accurate, to the pixel, whereas there were like individual buildings that you can recognize because I used to drive a PCH on my way home and I would see the building that was the one that you would see coming off the freeway under the bridge when you were down by the beach, and there was this apartment building on the right, and that is real, but there was a lot of things in that area that didn't exist along with that building, and as you got further down the country club and stuff like that, all that was legit and properly. Even the road, how it curved in front of that specific location was accurate. But it looks like they're taking a step further with Miami and going block to block with accuracy. So that's
which would be awesome. I love anything to scale. personally never been to Florida, but if I could play Grand Theft Auto 6 and then take a plane to Florida and recognize where I am, that would be really cool.
Yeah, somebody's even done a video where they redid the trailer in IRL, right? And obviously they didn't have to accomplish some of the ones, you know, the inmate who's facing the camera. They didn't have to do things like that, but you know, they went down there and even took a drone up to catch some of those aerial shots. You know, they did it pretty pin perfect. I don't know the video, but you know, somebody should try and look that up.
It's funny, you mentioned the guy in the orange jumpsuit in front of the, holding up the whatever that little card that they hold up whenever prisoners get arrested. Did you see that there was somebody in real life who tried to sue Rockstar for stealing his likeness?
No, I think it was himself that tried to sue Rockstar for that, and rightfully so in some senses. It's a bold move to do that, but I think the reason, and I don't know the outcome of that case, but the only reason I don't think he has a case is because your prison record is public information, and it wasn't like exposing him or anything, but it was utilizing his face to the T, and he had a very unique face that was tattooed. You know, remember the Mike Tyson lawsuit where the tattoo artist that originally designed the tattoo on Mike Tyson's face sued Mike Tyson? So
I don't remember that.
When it comes to, like, you know, like if they shot that but didn't put the tattoos on his face, they'd probably have he'd probably have absolutely no case. But nevertheless, they put it. It was too much access. I don't remember what the outcome of that case was. But
It might still be going on.
Might be.
It was open from the video I watched.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Grand Theft Auto 6, I am very excited to go back to Florida. It's gonna be really cool.
Me too.
When I was a child, a young lad, it's a little story time, a little backstory. When I was a young lad, I found Grand Theft Auto Vice City and was promptly banned from it because my mother walked in on me beating someone to death with a golf club and laughing. And I was banned.
Man, listen, I've been playing GTA so long, and hopefully this doesn't tell my age, that I remember playing the very first version where it was top-down view. You know, I'm talking rudimentary looking. So if I can find the video of that, I'm gonna post it during this talking point. You know, that's how long ago I played it.
I think you can buy them on Steam right now.
Right, and that was when like the Cheetah car was like the best car in the game. I believe it was called the Cheetah.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto's been around for a long time and has faced a lot of opposition with its, what's the word?
Controversy?
There it is, controversial gameplay.
Yeah, I concur. I agree with that completely. But I think that's also what makes it so successful is its controversy. People seem to like that these days anyways, with, you know, drama shows being probably the top on networks.
Keep your problems the fuck out of America, huh?
In this instance, when he puts it like that, it makes sense.
And, you know, survival shows were top on networks for some time, and now people are really into their reality TV, that people just like drama. So it's also part of its success. Anyways, look, GTA, you know, after they had their investor meeting on August 8th, they have confirmed the release time frame. Now, some people out there saying confirm the release date. We don't know the date as of the time of this recording, but we know it's expected in fall of 2025, and that includes consoles. So,
basically a year from now.
Yeah.
How exciting!
Yeah, basically. Yep. So,
have you seen the map? The map project?
No.
Do you know of the Grand Theft Auto map project?
No, I'm not familiar with it. No.
It's a really cool tool that I learned recently about from a video I watched. I wish I remembered who I watched. Maybe I'll find it later and provide that. But basically, it's where the internet collaborates together, and based on what the news they have, they put together what they think the map is going to look like. Let me send this link on over to you.
Okay, yeah, send me that link. We'll probably have another discussion point. Maybe we'll just do some focus fire discussions about some of these topics and about maybe other videos. But we're gonna stay up on this news and happenings around GTA 6. We're very excited. We're gonna be part of that. And as news releases, we're gonna be part of that news release, you know, crew per se. Hey man, with that said, hey man, this was great talk. This was great talk.
Great talk as always.
Hopefully catch you guys in some future videos. Like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.